rises from the subway grate in the quiet morning air. Empty sidewalks wait for the city to wake up and start the day. Yellow cabs sleep under the shadows of the concrete giant towers. Heavy silence blankets the streets where the loud voices used to play. Before the world starts spinning fast again, before the crowds rush through the falling rain. Hold this moment close before the sunlight breaks the dawn. Let the quiet room embrace the shadow of the night that's gone. We can watch the silver steam drift up into the sky so gray, finding peace in the soft light of a brand new day. Pale pink clouds paint the edges of the high brick wall so tall. Lonesome sparrows sing a song that nobody else can hear. Steam from a paper cup is rising as the gentle shadows fall, leaving all the noisy worries of the busy world behind us clear. Before the world starts spinning fast again, before the crowds rush through the falling rain. Hold this moment close before the sunlight breaks the dawn. Let the quiet room embrace the shadow of the night that's gone. We can watch the silver steam drift up into the sky so gray, finding peace in the soft light of a brand new day. Every corner holds a secret that the nighttime left behind. In the stillness of the avenue, a quiet grace is what we find. No one is rushing through the crosswalks under the sleepy sky, just the gentle passing of the clouds floating slowly by. Hold this moment close before the sunlight breaks the dawn. Let the quiet room embrace the shadow of the night that's gone. We can watch the silver steam drift up into the sky so gray, finding peace in the soft light of a brand new day. Yellow tires rolling down the empty lane where the puddles gleam, washing away the memories of a crowded midnight avenue. Flickering headlights casting reflections like a distant dream, passing the sleeping storefronts painted in a deep shade of blue. The city holds its breath before the siren starts to wail, leaving a trail of golden dust upon the iron rail. Watch the shadows stretch across the sleeping boulevard, counting every street lamp shining like a lonely star. So hard. Take a breath and let the quiet wash over the avenue. In this morning light, everything feels clean and new. Empty backseats tell the stories of the travelers of the night. Whispers of a laughter that has faded far away from here. Driver stares ahead into the pale and growing morning light, watching as the heavy clouds of darkness slowly disappear. The city holds its breath before the siren starts to wail, leaving a trail of golden dust upon the iron rail. Watch the shadows stretch across the sleeping boulevard, counting every street lamp shining like a lonely star. So hard. Take a breath and let the quiet wash over the avenue. In this morning light, everything feels clean and new. Asking where we ought to go or what we need. No traffic signals forcing us to race at frantic speed. Just a slow journey through the grid of concrete and of stone, finding a comfort in the space of being here alone. Watch the shadows stretch across the sleeping boulevard, counting every street lamp shining like a lonely star. So hard. Take a breath and let the quiet wash over the avenue. In this morning light, everything feels clean and new. Heavy fog hangs on the reservoir as the morning wakes, covering the water in a blanket of a quiet mystery. Not a single ripple on the surface as the daylight breaks, only the reflection of the branches of the willow tree. Footsteps echo softly on the damp and grassy ground, in this green oasis where a peaceful heart is found. Walk through the silence of the winding stony path so slow, where the giant oaks are whispered to by winds that gently blow. Let the mist surround you like a soft and healing sweet embrace. Far away from traffic in this quiet ripples through the sleeping maple tree so green, shaking down the dewdrops on the benches painted dark and deep. In the hazy distance stands the skyline like a painted scene, while the busy city is still lost within its heavy sleep. Footsteps echo softly on the damp and grassy ground, in this green oasis where a peaceful heart is found. Walk through the silence of the winding stony path so slow, where the giant oaks are whispered to by winds that gently blow. Let the mist surround you like a soft and healing sweet embrace. Far away from traffic in this quiet, hollow place, bridges made of stone are holding up the weight of ancient years. Quiet waters catching all the morning's heavy silver tears. No one here to interrupt the music of the morning breeze, singing soft melodies among the sleeping forest trees. Walk through the silence of the winding stony path so slow, where the giant oaks are whispered to by winds that gently blow. Let the mist surround you like a soft and healing sweet embrace. Far away from traffic in this quiet, hollow place. Cold bricks catching the morning's first sigh of golden light, turning all the rusty fire escapes to bars of glowing gold. Darkness fades away into the shadows of the passing night, leaving behind a story that has never yet been fully told. Watch the sleeping buildings come alive with amber fire, rising up together like a grand and quiet spire. Under the copper sky, the city starts to breathe again, smoothing out the edges of the sorrow and the daily pain. Every window pane is reflecting back the rising sun, welcoming the promise of a day that has begun. Pale fire escapes, reflecting the glow of a brand new dawn, hanging over alleys where the morning papers start to fall. All the heavy worries of the yesterday are finally gone, written on the surface of the ancient dusty concrete wall. Watch the sleeping buildings hills come alive with amber fire, rising up together like a grand and quiet spire. Under the copper sky, the city starts to breathe again, smoothing out the edges of the sorrow and the daily pain. Every window pane is reflecting back the rising sun, welcoming the promise of a day that has begun. Time is standing still between the brick and mortar lines, where the ivy grows and where the morning glory climbs. Every crack and corner has a beauty of its own to show, in the gentle washing of the early morning glow. Under the copper sky, the city starts to breathe again, smoothing out the edges of the sorrow and the daily pain. Every window pane is reflecting back the rising sun, welcoming the promise of a day that has begun. Quiet streets hum under a lavender sky so wide and deep, as the night shift workers head on home to find the place to rest. Even the loud subway trains are moving like they are half asleep, carrying the dreamers on a journey to the golden west. Let the ticking clock just lose its power for an hour more. Leave the heavy key inside the lock of the boutique door. Slow down the pace of the ticking clock on the wall before the heavy rain of the daytime starts to fall. Listen to the silence of the avenue so wide and clean, living in the space of the quiet moments in between. Corner newsstands stack up the papers before the rush, smelling of fresh ink and of the stories of the world outside. In the local diner, there is nothing but a gentle hush, where the lonely souls can find a peaceful place to go and hide. Let the ticking clock just lose its power for an hour more. Leave the key inside the lock of the boutique door. Slow down the pace of the ticking clock on the wall before the heavy rain of the daytime starts to fall. Listen to the silence of the avenue, so wide and clean, living in the space of the quiet moments in between. We spent so many years just running after things we cannot hold, trading all our silver for a piece of heavy dusty gold. But the early morning teaches us to let the chasing go, learning how to wander in the river's steady flow. Slow down the pace of the ticking clock on the wall before the heavy rain of the daytime starts to fall. Listen to the silence of the avenue, so wide and clean, living in the space of the quiet moments in between. Raindrops slide down the window of the quiet cafe today, making patterns on the glass that slowly blur the busy street. People pass by under umbrellas of a dark and heavy gray, hurrying along with quiet steps and steady rhythmic feet. Warmth is in the mug I hold between my cold and tired hands, listening to music that nobody else understands. Listen to the gentle rhythm of the falling rain, washing all the dusty sidewalks clean of every stain. Let the world go rushing by outside the foggy door. We don't have to worry about the hurry anymore. Wet pavements shine like a mirror in the morning gray, casting back the colors of the neon and the yellow light. Steam is rising from the cup to chase the chilly air away, keeping us so cozy through the ending of the heavy night. Warmth is in the mug I hold between my cold and tired hands, listening to music that nobody else understands. Listen to the gentle rhythm of the falling rain, washing all the dusty sidewalks clean of every stain. Let the world go rushing by outside the foggy door. We don't have to worry about the hurry anymore. Time dissolves in bubbles on the surface of the dark espresso suite, while the quiet cello plays a melody so soft and neat. No one is demanding demanding that we answer to the morning call. Just the peaceful pattern of the rain that starts to slowly fall. Listen to the gentle rhythm of the falling rain, washing all the dusty sidewalks clean of every stain. Let the world go rushing by outside the foggy door. We don't have to worry about the hurry anymore. Sirens fade somewhere out on 33rd in the early light, leaving just an echo in the canyons of the concrete world. All the neon advertisements that were shining through the night now look like a sleepy banner that has been slowly furled. Walking through the theater district with a slow and lazy stride, with a sense of wonder that we do not even try to hide. Dreaming awake on the avenues of stone and steel, so high, feeling like a tiny bird beneath the giant lavender sky. Let the quiet music of the city wash away the noise, finding in the stillness all our long forgotten childhood joys. Marquees go dark as the sun takes over the eastern sky, showing all the empty stages waiting for the evening show. Only a few early sweepers watch the morning clouds go by, cleaning up the papers in the chilly morning wind that blows. Walking through the theater district with a slow and lazy stride, with a sense of wonder that we do not even try to hide. Dreaming awake on the avenues of stone and steel, so high, feeling like a tiny bird beneath the giant lavender sky. Let the quiet music of the city wash away the noise, finding in the stillness all our long forgotten childhood joys. Every step is lighter when there is no crowd to push through now. Every giant building seems to make a soft and quiet bow. We can find the melody that's hidden in the empty square, floating like a feather on the cool and morning dusty air. Dreaming awake on the avenues of stone and steel, so high, feeling like a tiny tiny bird beneath the giant lavender sky. Let the quiet music of the city wash away the noise, finding in the stillness all our long forgotten childhood joys. Paper cups keeping the chill from my hand as I stand, waiting for the traffic light to change from red to dusty green. Down below the iron grates, the trains are rushing through the sand, carrying the early morning dreamers to a place unseen. Feel the steady rumble of the city deep within the bone, knowing that we wander here but never really are alone. Finding a moment of comfort in the chilly morning air, standing on the corner without any heavy load of care. Let the rising steam just carry all the worries far away as we take our very first steps into the early morning gray. Steel tracks vibrate below with a low and steady hum, like a giant heartbeat of the island made of stone and clay. Even though the busy rush of people is about to come, for a moment everything is peaceful in a quiet way. Feel the steady rumble of the city deep within the bone, knowing that we wander here but never really are alone. Finding a moment of comfort in the chilly morning air, standing on the corner without any heavy load of care. Let the rising steam just carry all the worries far away as we take our very first steps into the early morning gray. Steam is rising up to meet the sleepy clouds that drift above, like a silent message sent to everyone we used to love. We don't need a map to find the beauty of the empty street, just the quiet rhythm of our slow and steady walking feet. Finding a moment of comfort in the chilly morning air, standing on the corner without any heavy load of care. Let the rising steam just carry all the worries far away as we take our very first steps into the early morning gray. steel beams arching over the quiet river water down below, where the sleepy tugboats make their way through the heavy morning fog. In the distance, Brooklyn is beginning to catch the amber glow, while the sleepy citizens are walking with their quiet dog. Every giant cable holds a promise of a connection made. In this early hour where the heavy nighttime shadows fade, watch the skyline rise from the gray and heavy mist so slow, like a painted castle where the dreamers of the island go. Hold your breath and listen to the river whisper to the stone, finding all the beauty in the quiet of being here alone. Sleepy tugboats glide through the mist on their morning run, leaving gentle ripples on the surface of the river deep. Underneath the arches of the bridge we watch the rising sun, while the busy burros are still waking from their heavy sleep. Every giant cable holds a promise of a connection made. In this early hour where the heavy nighttime shadows fade, watch the skyline rise from the gray and heavy mist so slow, like a painted castle where the dreamers of the island go. Hold your breath and listen to the river whisper to the stone, finding all the beauty in the quiet of being here alone. We can see the towers of the city rising in the sky, looking like a mountain range that rises up so grand and high. All the noisy traffic of the day has not begun to roar, just the gentle water lapping slowly on the quiet shore. Watch the skyline rise from the gray and heavy mist so slow, like a painted castle where the dreamers of the island go. Hold your breath and listen to the river whisper to the stone, finding all the beauty in the quiet of being here alone. Shadows stretch long across the uneven stones of the street, where the horses of the olden days used to make their heavy sound. In the quiet neighborhood of West Village, where the alleys meet, only peaceful silence can be found upon the stony ground. Every little brick has got a memory it wants to keep, while the rest of the busy city is still lost in sleep. Walk through the whispers of the sleepy town today, letting all the noisy worries of the world just fade away. Underneath the canopy of green and quiet maple trees, listening to melodies that float upon the morning breeze. Old iron gates creak softly in the morning breeze, so cool, showing little gardens hidden deep behind the heavy wall, where the ivy grows around the edges of a quiet pool, and the gentle shadows of the early hours start to fall. Every little brick has got a memory it wants to keep, while the rest of the busy city is still lost in sleep. Walk through the whispers of the sleepy town today, letting all the noisy worries of the world just fade away. Underneath the canopy of green and quiet maple trees, listening to melodies that float upon the morning breeze. Time is moving slower in these narrow lanes of brick and clay, where the modern world has got no power over the passing day. We can find a sanctuary in the corner of the square, breathing in the quiet of the early morning dusty air. Walk through the whispers of the sleepy town today, letting all the noisy worries of the world just fade away. Underneath the canopy of green and quiet maple trees, listening to melodies that float upon the morning breeze. O'clock light painting the library steps with gold, where the stone lions sit and watch the empty avenue below. All the grand boutique windows with their treasures to behold now look like a silent museum in the early morning glow. No one is rushing down the sidewalks paved in gray and white, only the remaining shadows of the passing quiet night. Breathe in the quietude before the world begins to race, finding all the peace that is hidden in this open space. space. Let the beauty of this silent avenue fill up your mind, leaving all the noisy, heavy worries far behind. Stone lions watch the empty sidewalks start to slowly fill with a few lonely wanderers who walk without a destination clear. In this giant city where the traffic is usually never still, for a moment there is nothing but a peaceful silence here. No one is rushing down the sidewalks paved in gray and white, only the remaining shadows of the passing quiet night. Breathe in the quietude before the world begins to race, finding all the peace that is hidden in this open space. Let the beauty of the silent avenue fill up your mind, leaving all the noisy, heavy worries far behind. Every giant skyscraper is reaching up to touch the sky, looking down upon the avenue with a quiet giant eye. We can find a sanctuary on the marble steps so grand, looking out across the silent and the empty sleeping land. Breathe in the quietude before the world begins to race, finding all the peace that is hidden in this open space. Let the beauty of the silent avenue fill up your mind, leaving all the noisy, heavy worries far behind. Neon signs flicker out as the sun starts to climb so slow, leaving just a quiet hum inside the dusty window pane, showing all the vintage cards and trinkets from the long ago, covered in a layer of the memories that still remain. All the bright colors are fading into the pastel sky as the sleepy clouds of morning start to float on by. Softly the neon fades into the early morning blue, making space for all the things that are about to be made new. Listen to the quiet of the shop that's waiting for the key, finding in this peaceful moment where we want to be. Dusty glass windows show the morning on the sleepy street where the early garbage trucks are making their familiar sound. All the plastic flowers and the toys are looking very sweet, sitting in the quiet where a simple comfort can be found. All the bright colors are fading into the pastel sky as the sleepy clouds of morning start to float on by. Softly the neon fades into the early morning blue, making space for all the things that are about to be made new. Listen to the quiet of the shop that's waiting for the key, finding in this peaceful moment where we want to be. We don't need the flashy lights to guide us through the dark anymore, now that the sunlight is shining on the wooden floor. Every little object has a story of a simpler time, like a gentle melody that doesn't even need a rhyme. Softly the neon fades into the early morning blue, making space for all the things that are about to be made new. Listen to the quiet of the shop that's waiting for the key, finding in this peaceful moment where we want to be. Gentle droplets falling on the rusted metal stairs of dawn, making a soft metallic music in the quiet morning air. All the heavy noise of the nighttime has now finally gone, leaving just a peaceful feeling on the landing over there. Every drop of rain is like a whisper from the graying sky, asking us to let the busy world go rushing on by. Let the drizzle wash away the worries of yesterday so deep, while the rest of the giant city is still fast asleep. Listen to the soft and steady pattern of the falling rain, bringing a sweet healing comfort to our hidden pain. Potted green plants drinking the moisture from the gray sky high, sitting on the windowsill above the narrow alleyway, watching as the sleepy sparrows slowly start to fly, welcoming the gentle light of a brand new quiet day. Every drop of rain is like a whisper from the graying sky, asking us to let the busy world go rushing on by. Let the drizzle wash away the worries of yesterday so deep, the rest of the giant city is still fast asleep. Listen to the soft and steady pattern of the falling rain, bringing a sweet, healing comfort to our hidden pain. There is no need to run out into the busy, crowded street. We can stay inside and listen to the rain so sweet. Every rusted bar of iron has a beauty of its own. In this quiet hour where we never feel alone, let the drizzle wash away the worries of yesterday so deep, while the rest of the giant city is still fast asleep. Listen to the soft and steady pattern of the falling rain, bringing a sweet, healing comfort to our hidden pain. Brick facades catching the amber of the early day so bright, showing all the grand designs of iron from the years of old. All the empty cobblestones are shining in the morning light, like a secret pathway that is paved in quiet gold. Walk along the empty alleys where the artist used to dream, in this early hour where the world is like a silent scheme. Walk through the shadows of the old cast iron town, so still before the heavy crowd of shoppers starts to climb the hill. Find a quiet corner where the morning breeze is blowing free, learning how to simply exist and how to just be. High loft windows shining in the quiet morning breeze, reflecting back the pastel clouds that float across the sky. Not a single sound of traffic coming through the green trees, only the soft sound of a broom that's sweeping slowly by. Walk along the empty alleys where the artist used to dream, in this early hour where the world is like a silent scheme. Walk through the shadows of the old cast iron town, so still before the heavy crowd of shoppers starts to climb the hill. Find a quiet corner where the morning breeze is blowing free, learning how to simply exist and how to just be. Every arch and column has a story of a creative mind. In the quiet of the morning is the inspiration we find. We don't need to hurry to the future that is coming fast. Just enjoy the beauty of the moments that will always last. walk through the shadows of the old cast iron town, so still before the heavy crowd of shoppers starts to climb the hill. Find a quiet corner where the morning breezes blowing free, learning how to simply exist and how to just be. Steam rises slowly from the black coffee cup in my hands, swirling in the cool air of the sleepy morning shop. All the empty wooden chairs are waiting for the busy bands of people who will come in for a quick and hasty stop. But right now there is nothing but the smell of roasted beans and the quiet beauty of the early morning scenes. Hold on to the warmth before the morning starts to move so fast. Make this quiet moment of the early hour last. Listen to the soft piano playing in the background low, finding all the comfort that a simple heart can know. Sweet bakery smells drifting out of the open wooden door, inviting all the early wanderers to come inside, casting yellow light upon the dark and dusty wooden floor where the lonely souls of the city can safely hide. But right now there is nothing but the smell of roasted beans and the quiet beauty of the early morning scenes. Hold on to the warmth before the morning starts to move so fast. Make this quiet moment of the early hour last. Listen to the soft piano playing in the background low, finding all the comfort that a simple heart can know. We don't need to chase the day before it even has begun. We can sit and watch the rising of the golden sun. Let the sweet aroma fill the spaces of your weary soul in this quiet sanctuary where we are made whole. Hold on to the warmth before the morning starts to move so fast. Make this quiet moment of the early hour last. Listen to the soft piano playing in the background low, finding all the comfort that a simple heart can know. Leaves sweep softly down the brownstone path in the wind, making a gentle rustling sound upon the concrete steps. All the heavy iron railings are looking very black and pinned, holding up the memories of the secrets that the nighttime kept. Walk past the basements where the jazz bands used to play, before the neon signs were washed by the early morning gray. Find a quiet corner where the world is standing still today, letting all the noisy worries of the city fade away. Underneath the brick facades of Greenwich Village, old and grand, finding all the peace that we can ever understand. Red brick chimneys puff in tiny clouds of white smoke high into the cool and crisp air of the early autumn dawn, watching as the sleepy clouds are drifting slowly in the sky, and the heavy shadows of the long night are finally gone. Walk past the basements where the jazz bands used to play, before the neon signs were washed by the early morning gray. Find a quiet corner where the world is standing still today, letting all the noisy worries of the city fade away. Underneath the brick facades of Greenwich Village, old and grand, finding all the peace that we can ever understand. Every step we take is like a journey into yesterday, where the ghosts of artists and of poets used to stay. They left behind a melody that lingers in the morning air, floating like a feather on the wind without a care. Find a quiet corner where the world is standing still today, letting all the noisy worries of the city fade away. Underneath the brick facades of Greenwich Village, old and grand, finding all the peace that we can ever understand. White chalk signs sitting out on the sidewalk of the cafe, spelling out the specials in a neat and curly hand. All the empty chairs are stacked up in a quiet array, waiting for the busiest hour of this giant land. But before the yellow cabs begin to fill the empty street, we can find a magic in the rhythm of our feet. Walk across the painted lines before the traffic starts to roar, finding all the beauty that we never saw before. Let the quiet guide your steps across the black and white design in this early hour where the city feels so fine. Bold black letters spelling the specials of the early day, offering a warm cup of coffee for a lonely soul, watching as the early morning fog begins to drift away, making all the broken pieces of the city whole. But before the yellow cabs begin to fill the empty street, we can find a magic in the rhythm of our feet. Walk across the painted lines before the traffic starts to roar, finding all the beauty that we never saw before. Let the quiet guide your steps across the black and white design in this early hour where the city feels so fine. There is no need to run across the avenue in haste. Every single second of the morning is too sweet to waste. We can take our time and watch the sleeping city start to glow, learning how to move within a slow and steady flow. Walk across the painted lines before the traffic starts to roar, finding all the beauty that we never saw before. Let the quiet guide your steps across the black and white design in this early hour where the city feels so fine. Glass windows mirroring the sleepy clouds of the east, where the pale sun is struggling to show its golden face. All the giant buildings are looking like a silent beast, standing very still inside this grand and historic space. Watch the light illuminate the giant silver spire so high, reaching up to touch the very edge of the sky. Watch the horizon glow above the quiet city blocks below, where the early morning rivers of the island slowly flow. Feel the heavy silence of the world before the rush begins, finding all the peace that a quiet spirit wins. fires pointing up into the pale lavender dome, catching all the morning mist that rises from the bay, carrying the thoughts of all the people who are far from home, wishing them a gentle start to this brand new day. Watch the light illuminate the giant silver spire so high, reaching up to touch the very edge of the sky. Watch the horizon glow above the quiet city blocks below, where the early morning rivers of the island slowly flow. Feel the heavy silence of the world before the rush begins, finding all the peace that a quiet spirit wins. We are so small beneath the shadow of the giant towers tall, but the morning light is shining equally upon us all. No one is more important in the quiet of the dawn, now that the noisy pride of yesterday is finally gone. Watch the horizon glow above the quiet city blocks below, where the early morning rivers of the island slowly flow. Feel the heavy silence of the world before the rush begins, finding all the peace that a quiet spirit wins. Slow current moving past the old wooden piers of the bay, where the green moss is growing on the ancient rotting wood. All the giant bridges are looking very dark and gray, standing over waters where the history has stood. Listen to the lapping of the water on the stony wall, before the giant ships begin to make their morning call. Drift on the ripples of the water, cold and deep, so slow, watching all the lights of Brooklyn start to lose their glow. Feel the gentle movement of the river in the morning breeze, finding all the peace that can bring a heart to ease. Early morning ferry blowing its horn in the heavy fog, carrying the silent workers to the other side of town, while the seagulls hover over the floating piece of log, and the morning light is shining gently all around. Listen to the lapping of the water on the stony wall, before the giant ships begin to make their morning call. Drift on the ripples of the water, cold and deep, so slow, watching all the lights of Brooklyn start to lose their glow. Feel the gentle movement of the river in There is a beauty in the places where the city meets the sea, where the water flows so wild and where the wind is blowing free. We can stand and watch the tide go out into the ocean wide, leaving all our heavy worries on the other side. Drift on the ripples of the water, cold and deep, so slow, watching all the lights of Brooklyn start to lose their glow. Feel the gentle movement of the river in the morning breeze, finding all the peace that can bring a heart to ease. Distant church bells ringing out across the square so clear, marking all the quiet hours of the early morning time. All the sleepy sparrows are starting to gather very near, singing out a melody that doesn't need a rhyme. In this historic corner where the quiet streets bend, we can find a sanctuary that will never end. Cherish the solitude before the busy day begins so fast. Make this peaceful moment of the early hour last. Walk through the empty parks and watch the yellow leaves fall down, finding all the beauty of the quiet sleeping town. Tiny basement apartments turning on their yellow lights, showing all the cozy lives of people waking up so slow. After spending hours in the dreaming of the heavy nights, now they greet the morning with a gentle, steady glow. In this historic corner where the quiet streets bend, we can find a sanctuary that will never end. Cherish the solitude before the busy day begins so fast. Make this peaceful moment of the early hour last. Walk through the empty parks and watch the yellow leaves fall down, finding all the beauty of the quiet sleeping town. We don't need a crowd of people to make us feel at home. In these quiet historic streets where we love to roam, every corner holds the story of a long forgotten year, whispering its secrets to the hearts that want to hear. Cherish the solitude before the busy day begins so fast. Make this peaceful moment of the early hour last. Walk through the empty parks and watch the yellow leaves fall down, finding all the beauty of the quiet sleeping town.